you step into the White House. But instead of peace, you inherit endless wars. Every Senate hearing feels like a battlefield. Every decision in American politics costs lives. And the hunt for Osama bin Laden becomes your personal curse. Could you survive that kind of pressure? In this video, I'll show you why it truly sucked to be Barack Obama. You're born in Honolulu, 1961. Your name? Barack Hussein Obama II. A name that will haunt you forever. Mocked, twisted, and turned into a weapon against you. Your father, a Kenyan student, vanishes early. He goes back to Africa and barely looks back. You grow up with an empty space where a father should be. Your mother, a white girl from Kansas, is busy studying and working. You don't have a stable home, just fragments of attention. At 6, your mom remarries and drags you to Indonesia. Overnight, everything changes. The food, the language, the culture. You're a foreigner in your own childhood. At school in Jakarta, kids shove you around, call you the American like it's an insult. And every time you walk home, you realize there's no one waiting to protect you. At 10, your mom decides you need stability. What does that mean? She ships you back to Hawaii to live with your grandparents. Dad's gone. Now mom is too. As a teenager, you get the news. Your father is dead. A car accident. That perfect reunion you once dreamed about? Gone forever. You're left with questions and no answers. In school, being Barack Hussein Obama is a curse. Mocked for your name, your skin, your roots. Are you Muslim? Are you even American? The questions never stop. You try to find escape. Basketball, books, anything to feel like you belong. At 18, you leave Hawaii for Los Angeles, chasing a new beginning at college. But deep down, you know it's just another restart. Another place where you'll have to fight to prove you exist, chasing the dream of higher education at Occidental College. But instead of freedom, you find whispers, stares, and the cold reality of racial prejudice. You're never just a student. You're the black student. Tuition bills pile up. Debt is your constant roommate, gnawing at you like millions of other broke Americans. You study with the weight of IOUs pressing harder than any textbook. You transfer to Columbia University in New York, hoping for a fresh start, but the city swallows you whole. You walk the streets like a ghost, anonymous, isolated, unknown. To survive, you take lousy jobs, desk clerk, research assistant, anything that barely pays enough for food and rent. Great resume builder, right? Then comes Harvard Law School, the place where reputations are born and souls get crushed. You carry the pressure of being one of the few black students in a sea of privilege. Every mistake feels magnified, every success under a microscope. You're not just Barack anymore. You're the symbol, the token, the living reminder that Harvard is diverse. You stop being a person and start being a headline. When you become editor of the Harvard Law Review, it should feel like victory. Instead, it feels like target practice. Some praise you, others attack you, and nobody actually sees you. And if you don't want your own life to vanish in that kind of political spotlight, then hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Think of it as your personal secret service against boring YouTube algorithms. You move to Chicago to work as a community organizer. Noble work. Except your office is misery, poverty, gangs, drugs, violence. Every day is a reminder that speeches don't fix broken lives. You marry Michelle, the love of your life, your anchor. But even that comes with pressure. Her family wonders, is this skinny dreamer really good enough? And deep down, you wonder the same. Even as a lawyer, suit and tie, diploma in hand, you can't escape it. The stares, the side comments, the quiet but sharp reminders, you don't belong here. Racism doesn't vanish when you succeed. It just follows you into the boardroom. You throw yourself into politics in Illinois, chasing a dream everyone else laughs at. They see you as an underdog, a novelty, not a real contender. Campaign season means coded insults and subtle racism. Voters smile to your face, then whisper about your name, your skin, your background. You aim higher, run for Congress, and lose. Badly. One election, and you're already branded a failure. Too ambitious. Too soon. Meanwhile, bills pile up. The same man who gives speeches about hope is stressing over how to pay rent, how to keep his family afloat. The insults don't stop. Too black for some, not black enough for others. You're never the right fit, no matter where you stand. You land in the Illinois State Senate. It sounds impressive until you realize you're just one more face in a sea of powerless names. Your speeches echo in empty rooms. Days blur into nights of endless sessions, campaign meetings, phone calls, and handshakes. Hours stolen from your family, traded for scraps of influence. Finally, you make it to the United States Senate. A massive leap. And yet, you're treated like a rookie. A new kid on the block who's supposed to sit quietly and wait his turn. Most of your time is spent on planes, in cars, away from home. Your daughters grow up faster than you can keep up with. You miss birthdays, milestones, simple moments. Every word you speak in public becomes ammunition. The media watches, waits, twists. One slip, one phrase out of place, and you're crucified before you can even explain. You decide to run for president. The response? Laughter. They call you naive, delusional. A skinny guy with a funny name doesn't get the White House. Then Hillary Clinton comes swinging in the primaries. Attacks, debates, jabs, the so-called dream shatters into bruises. You're not fighting Republicans yet, you're fighting your own party. Rumors spread like wildfire. You're not Christian, you're secretly Muslim, a terrorist, an enemy of America. Every lie becomes a headline. The threats start pouring in. Hate mail, voicemails, death threats. Before you even win, the Secret Service is assigned to protect you. Congratulations, your family now lives under permanent guard. Armed men follow your every step. A free life, gone. From now on, every handshake, every meal, every walk is monitored through a rifle scope. Against all odds, you win. History made. The first black president. The crowd cheers, the world stares, and the weight of an entire race's expectations drops onto your shoulders overnight. On day one, you inherit the worst financial collapse since 1929. Banks collapsing, families homeless, the nation on the edge of despair. Oh, and don't forget the bonus prize. 2 unwinnable wars, Afghanistan and Iraq. Soldiers dying daily, and every death somehow becomes your fault. The country that elected you is also the country that despises you. Every policy divides. Every speech polarizes. You're not the healer they wanted. You're the battlefield they created. You spend years pushing for healthcare reform. Endless speeches, backroom deals, compromises. The result? Obamacare. Instead of thanks, you're dragged through the mud as a socialist, a communist, even a dictator, all for trying to help people see a doctor without going bankrupt. Affordable care becomes your scarlet letter. Every Republican rally spits your name like poison, all because you dared to suggest Americans deserve medicine more than medical debt. Then comes 2010, the Gulf of Mexico. Oil spews into the ocean for months. Dead fish, blackened shores, outrage everywhere. Somehow it's your fault. Behind closed doors, you authorize secret missions. Drones, raids, kill orders. Even the one that ends with Osama bin Laden in a body bag. The world cheers, but not for long. Critics still call you weak, reckless, even murderous. That's the game. Abroad, you're too soft. At home, you're too authoritarian. To your enemies, you're both a coward and a tyrant. Pick one, America. Then Sandy Hook happens. Dozens of children gunned down in their own classroom. You cry on live TV, beg Congress to do something, and they do nothing. Your hands are tied by the very system you lead. They say you talk beautifully, that you're inspiring. But after the applause fades, the knives come out. All words, no action. Every speech is a noose tightening around your credibility. Meanwhile, the shadow of terrorism never leaves. Each day, somewhere in the world, a bomb explodes or a plot surfaces. And each time, it's your responsibility. Congress decides its only job is to stop you. No bills, no compromises, no progress. They would rather burn the country than let you win. You win again in 2012. The crowd cheers, history repeats, but the country is even more divided than before. Victory tastes hollow when half the nation wants you gone. Abroad, new monsters rise. ISIS spreads like wildfire, posting beheadings online, while critics scream, you're not doing enough, as if you could bomb an ideology into dust. At home, you're slammed from both sides. The right calls you anti-American, a traitor in the Oval Office. The left brands you too cautious, too moderate, not revolutionary enough. No matter what you do, you're wrong. The Tea Party rallies grow louder, waving racist caricatures of your face, calling for their country back. Your very existence is their nightmare. Then the streets erupt. Ferguson, Baltimore, police killings spark protests, rage, chaos. Out of the fire, Black Lives Matter is born. You should be the symbol of change, but instead you're trapped, accused of not doing enough for your own people. You try to nominate a Supreme Court justice, Merrick Garland, but the Senate laughs and says no. Not debate, not delay, just flat-out refusal. A president with no power. As your presidency winds down, the truth stings. That promise of unity? It never came. If anything, the divisions are deeper than ever. And then comes Donald Trump, rising on a tidal wave of hate directed at you. Birth or lies, conspiracy theories, racist dog whistles. The man who mocked your birth certificate rides the anger you left behind straight into the White House. You leave office loved by some, despised by others. Your hair turns snow white from 8 years of battle. Even now, your family lives under the daily storm of fake news and racist conspiracy theories. You're no longer president, but you'll never be free. Not in this lifetime. And if there's another poor soul you'd love to see us tear apart on this channel, drop their name in the comments. Maybe they'll be next on the chopping block.